Hi friends, just wanted to say hi and tell you that I'm really impressed with the Texas Association for Bilingual Education. Very grateful as well. I was able to get last week in Dallas the Tabe Hall of Fame Award. I was one of a number of awardees, and it was amazing. It was so well done, and it was and just such a blessing to be in community and to be with all these pre-service teachers, the BESO teacher, bilingual education student organization teachers. They're on fire. There were about 80 of them there, and these are the pre-service ones that are preparing to be bilingual educators that are now part of what has been a movement for bilingual education in the state of Texas that is over 50 years old. So when I think of Project 2025, for example, I mean, our movement is older than that, and other movements as well. Our movement for ethnic studies, for getting included in the curriculum is, I mean, it's an agenda that we've had in civil rights for a long time, and are also with, for example, the National Association for Chicano Studies. Have only recently also celebrated 50 years of existence, and I think of other movements too, like the mariachi movement that's really, really strong in Texas, especially in like South Texas high schools, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, El Paso, Houston. It's all over, and it's on fire. And mariachi music is something that's also recognized globally as I don't know, just as a beautiful genre of music. They even played, the UT Mariachi Band even played recently on the football field for UT during the halftime period, and they didn't say anything like this is part of Hispanic heritage or anything. They just did it, and of course the crowd was very pleased, and that along with the Tejano Genealogical Society movement that is expanding and growing throughout the state of Texas. People wanting to know their roots as Tejanos, Tejanas. That means Texan in Spanish. And on top of that, also the student movement that is very diverse and more than I have ever seen, of students that are involved in legislative battles, addressing an array of issues. It's on fire. I think of the Texas Legislative Education Coalition that is at least 35 members strong. I think of the For the Love of Texas Higher Education Coalition as well, that is historic and that is very strong as well. I mean, all of our movements could be stronger without a doubt, but what I see is real growing strength in our movements in the state of Texas, and I think for that reason we should, when we feel, and it's hard not to feel sad and anxious, but when we feel that way, I think it's important for us to just step back a little bit and externalize it and realize that, you know, they may have their Project 2025, but our movements are older and they're deeper in the ground, in the grassroots, not just in Texas, but in Arizona, in New Mexico, California, the Southwest, and then other places throughout the country. Yeah, I think our success is what actually draws attention. We do so much with so little, and we do it well, is really a testament to that spirit within us that is fiercely devoted to the expression, the freedom of expression of our languages, our cultures, our identities, that they're not easily erased, and nor should they be. I mean, there's this movement to erase them, but it's not going to pass. It's not going to succeed. It's just not sustainable, even if they're fierce and ugly. The women's movement, I grew up, you know, during that time period of the anti-war movement, the women's movement. the solution today is to like kind of be well, to have wellness is to, I draw from Margaret Wheatley, is to create islands of sanity around us. That's our job, is to create islands of sanity. And so that's what we're doing in the community. We have our school that's in its 12th year. That's part of the Indigenous movement that we have in Texas, where we're about recovering our inheritances and our traditions, but just also revitalizing. And so I think that's the trick to making it, finding your own island of sanity, building an island of sanity in this moment when there's just such troubled waters that surround us and that just threaten to consume us. I mean, it's not a good time, but I think it's also a great time, an amazing time. And I know that there's no spontaneous combustion, so abundant praise to all the cultural workers, all the people, many people who have really just sacrificed and dedicated their lives to young people and to nurturing the next generation and ways of knowing that are positive, that lead to constructive thoughts and that lead to constructive actions and community engagement and a desire to do good for the community and for ultimately for oneself, right? It's inextricable, right? When you work in and with and for your community, you're really doing that for yourself. And so, and by community and by islands of sanity, it could be your church, mosque, synagogue, it could be your civil rights organization, it could be your grassroots organization, your nonprofit, whatever those islands are. Really nurture them and be part of them, and that's how you're going to make it. That's how you're going to survive this very difficult moment. So those are my words of wisdom that I'm happy to share. I mean, it's these are hard-earned enseñanzas, lessons, and I hope that you find them to be helpful as well.